Welcome back, Airbnb family. It's been some time, hasn't it? Well, I hope you've been well in these last couple of months since I've dropped a serious video. I wanted to first let you know that I'm still alive and clear up some rumors about what's been going on in the life of Sean and Airbnb Automated. So a lot of them are true. Yes, I have been in Philadelphia. We expanded to Philadelphia a couple weeks ago. We picked up our first property as of the first of the month and have a couple more in queue in a couple of weeks. And I've been working on another one of my companies, and that's why I've been kind of disappeared through January. I own a media consultancy that helps save newspapers and helps them go digital, and I've been really dropping the hammer on that. So I've been away for those reasons. Now, another rumor that is true is I am evicting somebody, and as we speak, the deputy is there making sure that the person gets out of the property and we're changing the locks. So I'm going to be doing a video on the process of evicting somebody from your apartment if you are doing rental arbitrage. There's a plot twist to that video, and I'm not going to give it away on this video. I still have to update you on the theft from December. What a headache, right? And the Airbnb resolution for that. So stay tuned for that video. Another long overdue thing I was supposed to give you guys a long time ago before I got insanely busy with media press, which is somebody won a free consulting call from the last major video I did. And that YouTube subscriber, his name is Games with Phil. So Games with Phil, go to facebook.com/Airbnb Automated and send me a message. And we're going to hop on a call and talk about whatever it is that you like. And for those of you wondering why his name is Games with Phil, Phil plays League of Legends. And so he's got some videos of him streaming games that he plays. So you can check him out if you like video games. So let me talk to you about Philadelphia, because I feel like I've got to give you something of substance on this video aside from just catching you up with what's going on with me. So Philadelphia is unique to Texas for a couple of reasons, and one is that every apartment complex that I would like to be in, where I would go and hunt for property out here in the world, is already taken by one of a few different major companies. So the space of rental arbitrage is becoming more popular, and there are institutional level investors that have been investing in a few companies, notably Domio, Stay Alfred, and Sonder. Sonder's raised like $200 million, by the way. They're just crushing it. So when I showed up to Philadelphia and started to try to pop up locations that I would like based on my own metrics of market research that I do, they're all taken. So what would Sean do in a city where all the high-rise apartments and all the center city, Rittenhouse Square apartments are taken? Well, Sean will go and talk to single-family homeowners in neighborhoods that people would like to be in, but Sonder or Stay Alfred couldn't pick up 20 or 30 units in the same building. So the unique challenges of that is getting stuff via Airbnb, via Amazon Prime has been a mess. Trying to ship in stuff and have somebody be there to catch it has been really hard, because when you do a single-family home, you don't have a concierge desk to just take all of your boxes. I didn't know I had it so easy. So I'm looking for a wholesaler for furniture in Philadelphia, and I think I finally found one. That was taking a while, and we are currently staging the first apartment. It'll be live soon, and once it's live, I'll put a link at the comments and you can see it. So when the moral of the story here is when you try to gain a market share with a business, you need to find your niche, right? And sometimes your niche isn't going to be the core model that you've delivered. See, I've delivered a certain type of property to my travelers in Houston, Dallas, and Fort Worth for some period of time now. But I'm expanding into Philadelphia because my company Media Press has expanded into Philadelphia. And that's always been how I've chose my Airbnb markets, is if it's not just good straight away for Airbnb as a primary, I will let Airbnb ride behind my initial company and just develop both at the same time, because if I'm going to be in a city a lot, it's easy for me to develop an Airbnb portfolio. So that's why I'm in Philly, and that's why I started in Houston. That's why I started in Fort Worth. So for Philadelphia specifically, the only way that I can gain a real valid market share is to kind of come in through the single family homeowner route and pick up homes where groups can stay in instead of doing lots of studios, which has always been my model. Speaking of my model, last month, February, even though it was a short month, we had an excellent month. I think on Airbnb platform alone, we did like $132,000 in revenue. Way cool, right? So arbitrage is real, homies. It's real and it's fun and it makes a lot of money. What is the take home on $132,000? Our rent payments are like roughly, like at that month, were like $78,000. So our operating costs were probably closer to 20, so that puts us at 98. It was a slow month, believe it or not. At 132 revenue on Airbnb, it was a slow month that we had to do a lot of discounting. So if you looked at only Airbnb revenue, we probably profited like $32,000 on Airbnb, but we had other revenue sources and had other bookings, like direct bookings and stuff. Like I would still need to total up our Venmo account because I take a lot of payments on Venmo. So we did pretty well. Not as good in margin as we'd like, but there's still plenty of money there. And I don't think anybody would lift an eyebrow the wrong way over, making $40,000 or $50,000 a month on a portfolio, even if your operating costs are near $100,000, right? So as of March, our rental payments, we are paying $1 million a year in rent. And as you saw in a previous video, $1 Million Renter is the tag that I think we're going to use for this, because I still need to update you guys on my course. And so I was looking for a proper fitting name for what kind of knowledge base we can build, and $1 Million Renter will officially be the name of our course, because that's what we're all here for, right? Is to make $1 million renting somebody else's properties. So with that said, tons of videos to come, because I need to talk about this eviction. I need to talk about the theft. We're going to talk about my first Philly property. I still have to update you on a lot of the Thailand stuff that we've done, especially the mansion. There's this Villa Rank Seat mansion that we stayed at in Thailand, and we shot a whole bunch of videos so we could do a property tour video for them. And we lost our editor at the time, and so we finally have a new editor. And once we get that tour video edited for that mansion, we'll get that to you. And I've got tons of things that I've learned in the last couple of months that I kind of want to update you guys on, and a lot of unanswered questions. Airbnb platform's been updated a lot. You'll see that there's a performance tab instead of a progress tab. There's a lot of new features there. So with that said, I welcome you in the comments. If there's anything new to your Airbnb business that you've been hit with, you'd like to talk about, leave it in the comments. Ask for some videos, because now that I have a place in Philly, I can finally video in Philly. And that's been the major problem, is aside from me getting one-track minded with media press, which is kind of how I work, like I dive in and obsess over a topic, and that's kind of how I perform best. I just haven't really found places that I like shooting at. I have found some coffee shops in Philadelphia, though. You'll see some of them. They're just really loud. And a year ago, I wouldn't have cared, and you would deal with a poor audio quality video. But lately, I care for quiet, so you can hear me talk. But I will definitely be, doing some coffee shop cameos, just like my good old self. So thank you for watching Airbnb Automated. Thank you for your patience. It's good to see you all again. And Games with Phil, let's talk. I'll see you guys on the other side.